FIPP meets 3 times a year, and what we do in the meetings is that we go through all the drafts and project proposals and discuss whether they are of sufficient quality. FIPP have members from all over the world, which is very important because then we are able to capture the audit practice from different regions around the world.
FIPP is a gatekeeper that ensures that INTOSAI professional pronouncements are of sufficiently high quality and really can represent the entire INTOSAI community. Most supreme audit institutions, they are interested in claiming that the work they do follow internationally recognized principles and international recognized standards that guarantees the quality and independence of what they do. So that's why in INTOSAI we work together, so that there's an international consensus around what public sector auditing is. FIPP guides the drafting of INTOSAI professional pronouncements. We give directions to the drafters and review the documents they produce.
Yeah, the meetings have been all over the world, usually hosted by the countries that are represented in FIPP.
FIPP is different from other INTOSAI bodies in the way that every member here is personally selected for the purpose. So FIPP is composed of members, not countries, and we have been selected in a way that aims to ensure that we do represent the entire INTOSAI community and collectively have all the competences needed to do that job.
Rules we are defining here will be used by almost 200 supreme audit institutions all over the world. We are coming from a very small country if we compare with others, but I mean democracy and importance of all that event is that also small countries may professionally contribute to the big things.
One of the challenges for FIPP is that everyone is personally selected, and it is also in-kind contributions. Means that you have to cover your own costs and you have to spend your time to do the work in addition to the ordinary office work.
Well, I think obviously to be in the positions that are possible to apply for, you need to have the academic background, but also to be in FIPP, I think you need a lot of experience in actually setting standards for the public sector, working with standards and having that competency when it comes to public sector auditing.
The question was, how do we achieve that we are listened to? I think it depends on how professional and how committed you are. If you are proving to others that you can add value, that you can contribute, you will be always listened to. If you are not able to prove that, or if you fail to prove that, then you will not be listened to. This is as simple as that.
I think it's incumbent upon INTOSAI members to try as much as possible to be involved in the FIPP process of reviewing these standards, edifying them as best they can, because FIPP cannot do it on their own. They definitely need that support. And it starts by simple things like commenting on some of these documents when they are sent out for exposure.
This meeting, we are at the stage where we are discussing the final versions of a number of pronouncements that will be passed. We're also discussing a lot of new project ideas that is coming up. And finally, we're looking at also the governance and effectiveness of FIPP as an organization, how we can improve that going forward. So far, it's very successful. A lot of hard work, but I think we are on track to having a successful outcome of the meeting.
Each supreme audit institution is independent to decide whether or not they want to follow INTOSAI principles, standards and guidelines. However, I think if they claim to follow the standards, then the standards are very clear about, or we try to make the standards as clear as possible, about what the requirements they need to follow are.
Never in the history of INTOSAI standard setting has so much been owed by so many to so few. These 15 FIPP members, the way that they work towards harmonization, standardization of INTOSAI standards is a very necessary and clear way in which we can bring about the credibility in the accounting and auditing standards which the INTOSAI members are using. And with such level of credibility, definitely the way we use them, the way we apply them as we do our audits goes a long way in bringing out the benefits of SI to the citizens of their countries.
If you are a citizen in any country, you are going to benefit from this. INTOSAI has members of about 200 different countries around the world, and the importance of the SAI, the Supreme Audit Institution, in helping to ensure accountability and transparency within government is extremely important. Therefore, the role of the INTOSAI community in setting standards is very important. By setting these standards, we help to assist the auditors, the SAIs, and the people who work for them in developing high-quality performance and financial and compliance audits with recommendations that can only enhance the quality of life for individuals if those recommendations are implemented.